So like I totally understand what you guys are saying. Like, we're both as pathetic as each other and everything.
That's a personal opinion, yeah. Because between two grown men, you should be able to sort this out.
No, I do understand
Let's just
that.
go over this. So, what time you were sat here? What were you doing? Watching TV?
I was sat here playing this game here.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, roughly around, I don't know, because I called you guys straight after, so it must have been about 1/4 past, maybe 20 past, 4.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like, his head just pops through the window, and he's cursing at me and this, that, and the other, and you owe me money, and I said to him...
Okay, well, I need to get this written down, so if you can just...
Yeah, I'll slow down, I'll slow down.
Is this, what's in there?
A bathroom.
So it's just a shared accommodation, kitchen-wise?
No, the kitchen's there.
Oh, wow, okay. So this is a self-contained bedsit, basically, isn't it? And what did he say when he put his head through your window?
He started cursing at me. What was it? About owing money and why I won't talk to him and this, that, and the other. And
started cursing you. What's he saying to you?
You owe me fucking money, man. Why don't you fucking talk to me, and a whole bunch of other stuff. In the heat of the moment, I've forgotten a lot of what he's...
So you owe me fucking money, man. Why won't you fucking talk to me? And then what happened?
I asked him to leave, to get his head out of my window, and
yeah.
He continued. So I went over to him and I said, "Could you leave, please?" And he just kept like going on. I can't remember exactly what he was saying because in the heat of the moment I was really upset.
So I went over to the window and again asked him to leave.
Yep. He continued, and I brought the games over to him, and I tried to put them through the window, and he was pushing them back. And that's not all the games. That's just 2 of them that's arrived so far.
Then what happened?
Then I tried to put the games back through the window again and said, here, take the games. When the rest of them come, you can come and get them. And he just kept pushing them back through and I tried to sit down for a while. And he continued with his talking and or shouting, and I told him
saying? You
something.
don't remember, so you don't remember.
He said something about we've both been arseholes to each other and blah blah blah. And I said to him that he's done more to me than I've done to him, and that is over. Like he said that, what? So is it over then, like as a friendship? And I said yeah, and
And you said yeah.
yeah, that it's over as a friendship. Yeah. Sorry, that's near the end where he actually grabs a TV and throws it across the bit here and onto the bed, and then it bounced back. I repeatedly kept asking him to leave, you know, and I said to him, I wouldn't come to your house and do that, what you're doing, and you're baiting me. And he was saying something about he had to go and do something on the day when I was supposed to come to his, and that's when I got the knife and I said, could you please leave? I didn't say please, I said, could you leave? And he wouldn't leave, so I sat back down and I carried on playing. And then he said, that's when he said, so it's over then as a friendship. And I said yeah. And then his face just looked really angry. He grabbed the TV and threw it. And then that's when I picked up the knife and went out there, just to get him away.
Just like a little bit as an addition at the end. That's what I need to do.
I'm sorry if I've caused you guys any hassle, but should he be able to come to my...
No, I'm not saying, as I said, I'm not saying he should be doing that at all. It sounds to me like a breakup between a boyfriend and girlfriend, and she's having an argument with him.
Yeah, I can understand.
Someone's cheating on someone, and they're through.
No, I'm
Why
not.
are two grown men doing this?
No, that's what he is like, and I can't do anything about it. That's why I was trying to chase him away from...
And I understand that, but then the moment you pick up a knife, you step way past the realms of reasonable in the eyes of the law. Everything up until that point, reasonable. Picking a knife up, massive issue.
Yeah.
I don't see the logic in...
I was trying to chase him away. That's all I was doing.
More grief, I think, to be honest, but personal opinion. So, don't take this as rude, because I'm asking in relation to... Do either of you have any mental health issues? Or
I do. I'm disabled.
Okay, and what's your disability, sir?
Psychosis.
What psychosis?
Yeah, I hear voices.
You hear voices?
Yeah.
Okay. Your medication for that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And does that control it completely, or is that?
I've had to learn to control it myself, really, but it helps.
What sort of voices do you hear? Don't.
Racist voices.
Racist voices. Okay.
Like it's abusive. I was abused when I was younger.
Okay. And is that general, or is that specific? As in, is there any particular times when that tends to happen?
A lot of the times it's usually when I'm around big crowds and stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just that random. That sometimes I'm just sitting there playing the game and I can hear things outside that I know people aren't saying, you know.
Yeah.
But like I've learned to tell the difference, if you know what I mean. Like I've been suffering from it for years now.
Okay. But you don't feel it affects you overly?
It does affect my emotions, but I try not to let it affect my judgment.
So when you sat down playing your games and he's still talking at you through the window, you're ignoring him because you're hoping he's going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then he said to you, "So is our friendship over?" And you said yes.
Yeah.
And that's when he
grabbed the television.
The TV,
yeah.
And then you've picked up the knife.
To chase him away, yes.
Okay. Can I see when I put this A here, which is that bit?
Yep.
Can I put that A there?
What, the addition to it? It's usually done at the very end, but...
Yeah, I know, but
if you're doing it whilst writing, it makes it look better, doesn't it? I would completely leave a line space, start again, so it's almost like a paragraph, and do it then if you're going to do it that way. Put the A in.
And then I'll just repeat
because it makes it more obvious here. So you can see it was being done whilst you were actually writing it. It brings more truth to it.
Respect my authority!
Is that him?
No, it's a game.
Okay, that's fine. Does he know you've called police?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You know, I get my left and right mixed up. You're leaning through the window to the right hand side. Yeah. I've got a bit of an issue at the moment with my left and right. I don't know why.
No, that's okay. It happens to most people, like, especially in optics. Like you think looking at the glasses, but it's actually the other way around.
So did you grab it with both hands, one hand?
What's that?
The TV.
With one hand, and he just went for it. But
where were you sitting at the time?
I was sat right there.
Sat in the chair,
yeah, and I had the controller in my hand. I was trying to play the game.
Okay.
You're throwing it with force forwards, isn't it?
Yeah. And when I went outside, I walked roughly to where the gate is, and it was a distance away. I realised, okay, he's far enough away, so I just turned around and came back in.
Okay.
Landed on the floor of the TV, did it?
Yeah, on the stand.
What do you mean on the stand?
Like it bounced around, like, and landed on the bottom of the stand.
So it's almost like it was standing up there, it bounced down.
Yeah.
Oh, the stand of the TV?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
very unlikely.
Where did you get the knife from?
Over in the kitchen area.
What is the knife?
That's it right there.
I can't see it. What sort of knife is it?
Kitchen knife, using a big blade. She doesn't know tip staff,
And then picked up a kitchen knife. And you've immediately gone outside.
I've gone to the front door, realised he was gone a bit, so I went out. Like it was.
Did he see you pick that up?
Yeah.
By the time you got out the front door.
When I got to like about the gate area just there, he was just past the bus stop, and
but by
he
the
was
time
still.
you've got out the front door, he's left the garden area, yeah?
Yeah. And when I got to the gate area, he was past the bus stop. I realised he was a distance away, so I turned around and came back in because
What
there's
were you
no.
going to do with the knife if he hadn't gone?
I was gonna chase him away.
If we
But
didn't run,
what were you going to do?
But if he
was
tried
still
to hit
stood
me,
there,
I would have defended myself
And how would you have defended yourself?
by cutting him or something,
That's
you
not
know.
defending yourself.
But if he hit me, I've got to do something, you
Not
know.
with a knife.
Mm.
Do you understand what we're trying to say
I
to
do
you?
understand what
Do you
you're
know
trying
what?
to say.
If you've
I'm
gone
gonna be really
out,
honest
if
with
you've
you.
gone
I'm
out
trying to
without that
protect you.
knife,
Okay, alright, thank
we
you.
really are, because
Thank
if
you.
you go out with that knife,
Mhm.
you can't defend yourself with a knife. You've premeditatedly armed yourself with a lethal weapon and gone outside. If you'd have killed him, you'd been cited for murder. Premeditated murder. If you'd have just hurt him, it would have premeditated GBH. You'd be doing time inside, big time inside for that.
Okay, so basically,
I'm trying to help you out.
I know. Thank you very
You
much.
can't defend yourself with a knife you take out for a fight.
Thank you. I'm
Really-
thanking you very much. But at the same time, I'm supposed to just let people come to my
No,
and
you
just
don't pick
abuse
up
me
a
I'm
like
not being
this.
funny, right?
You
But
just don't-
you're a big guy.
Hmm.
You are a big guy. One of your punches would probably have quite a bit of strength behind it, yeah?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know, chap, but I'm guessing, is he tall, slim?
He's quite.
Either way.
But he's like medium build,
Right.
tallish.
What do you need a knife for to defend yourself?
To chase him away. That's
Why
all
do
I
you
wanted
need
to
a
do.
knife? Why can't you go out with just yourself to chase him
I don't
away?
know what he's got.
Does he carry knives?
I'm not aware of what he's doing at the moment, but he's been up to some
Does he
shiesty
carry
things.
knives?
Not that I'm aware of.
You've known him for 7 years. Does he carry knives?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right, so no, he doesn't carry knives. So, in a court of law, you're screwed. You are absolutely screwed. Don't ever do that again. I don't care who it is outside.
Mhm.
Do not leave your property with a knife. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I don't know what I can put in here because, to be honest, your intention was to use that knife
My
Yeah,
intention
that
was
was
to
your
drive him
intention.
away.
Yeah, but this is the
with the knife.
Mhm.
With the knife.
By scaring him, yeah.
That's what he wants in a statement. Go prison, yeah. I'm picking up swell, but
But if I don't do this statement, then he's just gonna be able to come back and do whatever he wants to do to me,
do
innit?
you understand that right in what you're saying in the statement, which my colleagues duty bound to
Yeah, I
read,
do.
you
I
said,
do understand that what you said, that I'm gonna get
Okay.
myself into trouble.
it's
But at
not-
the same time,
it's
I
not
can't.
a bit of trouble though. It's going outside with a knife.
Mm,
It's not like shoplifting
mm,
or like the criminal damage,
mm,
which are considered petty crime.
mm.
It's a weapon, and the only intention
So
of that
what
weapon
am I supposed to do? Just let him keep.
not pick up a knife. If you're going to go out there and have a fight, go out there and have a fight. You don't take a knife
You know,
with
old
you.
school. Old school, like
Even if
people
I'd-
do.
even
Man
if I'd-
against man,
even
not
if
man
I-
against a piece of metal that's going to kill him. That's
Even if
not
I'd
a
have
fight.
done that, like I'd still be in the wrong.
No,
wouldn't
you
I?
wouldn't.
Because
No,
No, you
He's
wouldn't.
come to your house.
Because he would have been on your property had he still been there. Do you see what I mean? You've asked him to leave. You've given him every opportunity to leave. If you felt that he was then going to attack you, you would have been within your full rights to defend yourself and preempt that by punching him first. Not with a knife. Not with a knife. With your fist, yeah. You know, this is why we have all the problems that we have with the young kids nowadays. Because instead of it being like it was when I was at school, when I was a youngster, you know, boys would have a proper fight, and they might get a black eye or this, that and the other. There's no fighting nowadays. It's cowardly. Pure cowardly that they carry things on them and they're all getting killed. You know? It's not on.
I remember when I was younger, I was told that if two people, grown adults, get caught fighting in the street, you both get done.
You would both get done. It would be in a fray. Minor crime, street crime. Knife, weapon. Like I said, most of the courts are starting to stick to a statutory prison for an adult carrying a knife. They're looking at a statutory 5 years. They haven't brought the 5 years in yet, but you're guaranteed to be doing some time in. A couple of years at least. Just for being found carrying a knife. Going out with it as a weapon, waving it at someone, or threatening them with it, or expecting to use it to defend yourself, that's not defending yourself. Not in the law, that's not defending yourself. Because otherwise, everyone out on the street carrying knives is defending themselves. It's not an excuse. It's really not. We're trying to advise you that what you're doing is essentially going to put you in prison.
Okay, so what's the best, what would you say is the best course?
Not go out
Why
there,
didn't you
dial
sit here and call
999.
999 from, you know, while he was there?
I was upset, like I wasn't thinking. Remember, I'm disabled as well at the same time.
But that's what makes it even worse. You weren't thinking. Who knows what you'd have done with that knife? Do you understand? And then for him being at your window and pissing you off for 5-10 minutes, you'd have spent the rest of your life in prison.
Can I just clarify, by disabled, do you mean that just the psychosis that you hear things? Or is there anything else?
No, I'm disabled mentally.
Right. But is it just psychosis that you hear stuff, or is there other elements?
Depression as well.
Depression. Right. But what else?
What do you mean?
Anything that's going to affect your ability to make a logical decision?
I guess it's a psychosis.
That doesn't make you... If it was related to that psychosis, if you thought you heard something and you hadn't, and you reacted to it, then I could see that. There's a physical person who you know is a long-term friend, who you're no longer friends with. They're physically there, and you can see them. What made you think, I know, I'm going to pick up a knife and go outside, and if he's still there and he attacks me, I'm going to stab him?
No, I didn't go outside at first. I went towards
the window. I know
the
what you didn't
window
do at first. I've heard your whole story, but
yeah.
I'm getting to the point. When you decided, right, I'm going to go and chase him off, and you went outside, you said to me yourself...
Sorry, what's this one?
I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. Like
I know I've already asked you.
Like, I do understand what you guys are saying, but
Can you just shout your postcode out for me again?
yeah, see.
Date of birth again, sorry. Where were you born? And you're willing to attend court, yes?
Yes, I am.
You don't require special measures, you're not vulnerable in that way, are you?
What do you mean, like lifts and shit and
no,
stuff like that?
No, you're not scared to stand in a courtroom in front of chat, are you?
No.
No. Do you have any specific care needs though, mobility-wise, medication-wise? Do they have to be taken at certain times?
I'm supposed to take my aripiprazole, but I need to get that renewed. I've got acid reflux.
When would you take your medication?
In the morning.
So that would be before you went to court?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, if you don't mind popping over here, I've got some signatures for you.
Yep.
Right, if I can have one there and one there.
Don't mind if I read it first, do you?
Oh, sorry, yeah, read it all through. There you go.
Thanks.
Straight to rest. Should we go back to Croydon a minute?
Yeah.
Are you able to your break and your 9 o'clock? Are you able to pop down the corner for a welfare check and I'd like to see your female? Yeah, no problem. What's it there? Thank you. It's it's 7382. 7382. She's come in. If she's talking about something about a car, but there's a answer to her for welfare. 7382. Yes, yes. Thank you very much. 7382.
Thank you.
Yeah, what was that?
Shall I show where to sign it?
Yeah, thanks.
If you sign it
Just here.
there and there, there's a few more, yeah, but if you start with those two.
Okay.
At the bottom there. Another key, yeah. After the last word and then very bottom as well.
After the
So
last
just
word.
after the last word so we can't add to it.
Okay.
And then on the bit at the bottom where it says signature as well. That sounds ridiculous because they're right next to each other, but... Alright, thank you.
Done?
Yeah.
Right, well, what we'll do, we're obviously going to attend there. I'll sign it in a bit. We're obviously going to attend there, so once we've done that, if you don't hear from us tonight, it means that he wasn't there basically, and we haven't arrested him. If he is, then we'll give you a call and let you know that we've got him. Failing that, if he's not there tonight, what we will do is set up what we call an arrest inquiry for officers to keep attending until we get him. Yeah?
Can I ask about this threat that he's made to get people to hospitalise me?
Do you believe that threat? Do you honestly?
Yes, I do.
Do you honestly believe that when at the bottom of that text he's then said to you he's not going to contact you again? You don't think that threat came to you because you've just chased him down the road with a knife? Seriously, you can sit there and tell me you genuinely believe that you're in fear of walking out of your house?
Yes, I am. He came to my window in the first place, didn't he, and made trouble.
Right, but you know what? We've been here for quite a while, and at no point have you told me that you felt threatened by that. You're more worried about the fact you've got a tiny vent in your TV. Do you understand? So you want to make another report and another statement regarding that now, do you?
No, go ahead and do it.
No, is that what you want to do?
It's okay. I think I've learnt my lesson.
What lesson?
that I shouldn't have done what I've done, and I shouldn't have called the police. I'm so sorry.
No, there's no problem with calling the police. Do you know why I'm annoyed with you?
Wow.
Because I cannot believe you think it's all right to run out of your house with a knife. And you've sat here and you've told me that you intended to use that knife had he stayed in your garden.
No, I intended to defend myself.
I'm going to cut him up.
But not with a knife. Not with a
If
knife.
they call us to court, if he makes an allegation against you, we're trying to help you, but I don't think you understand it.
I know you're trying to help me.
If he makes an allegation against you that you chased him with a knife and he was in fear for his life, which would be quite reasonable, and they summon us to court, we're going to have to say, even after we explained to you how wrong it was for you to do that, you said, yeah, I would have defended myself if he'd attacked me with a knife that I've pre-armed myself with. I would have cut him, and we said, well, that could have killed him. Yeah, well, I would have defended myself. And we told you that's not right, and you still don't understand that.
I do understand. What I'm trying to say to you
allow it.
is that, like, he can send me text messages threatening to hospitalise me. He can come to my window and stick his head
You've
through
known him
them.
for 7 years, yeah? So you know him pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty well, if you've known him for 7 years, yeah? You know, is that the sort of stuff he goes around doing?
He was he left Scotland because he was going to get done for.
Right, so we'll take another statement. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll add on to this one. Do you want to get the text message up for me, please? Can you just bring that message out to me?
Just load the message from there.
You've seen him behave and do things like this, have you?
Yeah, I've seen him get pretty crazy. He recently stopped talking to a close mate of ours because he was carrying on the same way with him. But like, you know, he was my mate, you know, so I was what's the word? I was prone to forgive him for being, you know, the way he was. But yeah, like, he previously had a big row with our mate Jim, and I don't know what was said between them, but Jim stopped talking to him, and I stopped talking to Jim as well, and he stopped talking to Jim. I felt threatened by that text message because he has told me himself that he left Scotland and came down here to England because...
Have you ever seen him be violent to someone?
No.
In 7 years?
No.
Has he ever been violent towards you?
Not in
What does this mean? You come near my house with my mum there. What does that mean?
I told him that I don't come to his house making trouble.
Oh, so you told him that first?
No, I told him that I didn't come to his house making trouble, and I didn't say anything else outside of that. That's all I said.
Well, he'll have the opportunity to have his side in the interview, obviously.
I'm sorry to have bothered you guys. I didn't realise that I was so wrong to try and help myself.
I'm angry because you still seem to think that it's okay to go out with a knife. That's why I'm angry. Not because you've called us at all.
I was just trying to help myself. That's all I was trying to do.
Okay. If you sat here and told me you were going to punch the crap out of him, I don't care. I don't care.
That's far more reasonable.
In self-defence, crack on.
Go over the top.
Yeah?
If someone if someone attacks you, you can defend yourself. You can even preempt, punch them first if you genuinely believe they're going to hit you. If you then win that fight, or you then knock them over, as long as you don't go over and start giving them a kicking on the floor, in law you are fine, generally. You might have to prove it at court, but you have a defence. If you're kicking them on the floor, or hitting them too many times, it's excessive force. It's not necessary. It's not reasonable. Arming yourself with a weapon, it's a no-no at all. You've stepped over a line before anything's even happened. Just walking out there, you stepped over it.
I just felt like I needed to get him away from my door because he was like being really aggressive, and obviously he did end up doing something.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with him. He is wrong in the first place for coming here. He is wrong.
There's this text message threatening to hospitalise me, which he said he had told me himself he left Scotland because he was going to get
come near my house. It's conditional, really, to be honest.
Murder or something. Him and some other guy must have hurt somebody. I don't know.
So he ran from Scotland from that, did he?
Well, that's what.
Do you know what? I honestly don't believe it. He's probably just making it sound and making himself.
I don't believe it that like he was actually gonna go to jail, but I believe that he had something to do with it.
Maybe if it even happened, it's a conditional threat. If you come, well, you come near my house with my mum there.
Right, this 6103. So this was last Friday. Big threat to kill. Right, I'll
Don't need to phone anymore.
So tell me again, why do you genuinely feel afraid that he will carry out the threat?
Because I've known him to be like really aggressive, in terms of like when he gets upset, he gets really upset. I've known him since we were in the hostel, and like the very first time anything happened between us, it was him and his mate Brett that offended me, and they like he didn't see that he had done anything wrong, like he came to my door, and
so you've known him to be very aggressive in the past, and that's why you believe?
Yeah.
Right, that's what's been added on. Have a read of that. That's pretty much the text message written out, basically.
Mm-hmm. What's this about again? You come near my house again.
Just from the text message.
That was just with my mum, wasn't it? Good, yeah?
Yeah.
Right at the bottom, so nothing else can be added on, and then down at the bottom of the page. Okay, so he'll be arrested for criminal damage and threats to cause GBH, okay?
Okay.
We'll give you a call. And like I say, if we don't call you tonight, it means basically he's not at home. So,
like I'm aware of what you guys said as well, and I do appreciate the fact that like I'm gonna get in trouble as well.
Oh,
So
I
can I
don't
speak?
know that. It
Can I?
depends what he says.
Can
If
I-
he comes back here tonight, then you need to call 999. Okay?
Okay. Like I don't mean to be funny, but like since the leak in my room,
Yeah.
I can't sleep in here without the window open.
Well, that's up to you.
I'm just
But
saying.
what I'm saying is, if he comes back here, you need to call police.
Okay. Also, can I spare you guys the time and just come down to the Nick now?
No.
No.
What for?
Like, cause
Without an allegation,
yeah.
We
you
don't
can't
have.
act on it. We don't, and unless he makes an allegation against you. We didn't see you with the weapon. I know you told us it's happened, but until he makes that allegation, we're not going to take action. There's no point in ruining your own life. If he says that that's what happened and he wants to make an allegation, that's down to him, and we will then act on it. All right?
Okay.
That's how the law
It may
works.
not
It's
happen,
process.
but help yourself in case it doesn't happen this time. Don't ever do it again.
No, I won't. Now that I
Alright.
know, I won't do that again.
Punch
I
him,
was
fine.
just trying to defend
Not
myself.
with a knife. Okay?
Just so.
I understand you saying.
Yeah.
I get that, but at the point in the time that you
Yes.
picked up that knife, there was not really anything for you to defend yourself against. Do you understand?
Yes, I do now.
Okay, alright, perfect. Right, we might speak to you later then, alright?
Alright, thanks.